Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while. So I gave birth on the 12th, so it officially has been 3 weeks. So I'm a mom now. Okay, so today I'm gonna be telling y'all the story of how my birth process went. It was quite interesting. I wouldn't go through it again. So before I start with the story, I want to tell y'all what happened a day before. So I was scheduled an appointment at the hospital for a checkup, for my 39 weeks checkup. That day I was 39 weeks and 5 days. So that we're gonna go through the process of how dilated I was and to see if I wanted to get induced or not. So that day, it was on a Wednesday. I went in, I did a urine test, I did a blood sample, and I was admitted to the room. They checked me. I was 1 centimeter dilated. I had been 1 centimeter for I had been 1 centimeter for a week. I had went to a doctor a week before and I was 1 centimeter, so it's a week after I went to the hospital. I was 1 centimeter. That day I was 39 weeks and 5 days. So I was 40 weeks the 20th, and I was 26 weeks the week after that. So I was like, I chose to get induced. So I was going to be induced the 26th at 8 in the morning. They gave me the option to be induced before, but I was like, no, I want it to happen all naturally. I want my water to break. I want to start having contractions and all that. So I was like, no, let's wait and see what happens. So it was the 11th. I was 1 centimeter. The next day I woke up having contractions. It was like around 4:30 in the morning. I felt a pain down there. So I was like, I never felt this before. I think these are the contractions. So I was just started walking around because, I felt uncomfortable. So my baby daddy usually wakes up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work at 6. So that day he woke up and he noticed that I wasn't feeling that good. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I think I'm having contractions, but I don't want to go to the hospital for it to be a false alarm. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go to work. But then he saw I started crying because, I'm so sensitive. He's like, no, let's go to the hospital. I'm like, okay, let me shower, let me get ready. I didn't have nothing ready. I had my diaper bag ready because I had fixed it a few days before, but I didn't have my hospital bag ready. And I wanted to do a video of my hospital bag, my diaper bag, the baby mama dance. And I was like, I have time, so I'm gonna leave that till later. But no, that didn't happen because I was gonna go into labor that day. So I started tracking my contractions. They were 4 minutes apart. They lasted like a minute each. So that's why I couldn't record, because I have a tracking contractions app, I guess, on my phone. So that's what I record with. So I couldn't record. Plus it was too painful. I didn't think of it, So we got to the hospital. I got admitted after like 100 questions, like, do you have cough, do you have fever, do you have a sore throat, because all of this coronavirus stuff happening. So it's really annoying. So I had to wait to get admitted before all that. I went into triage around like 6-7 in the morning. The doctors came in, they asked me more questions, and then they checked me, like down there, and I was 3 centimeters dilated. So I was like, what? I was just like 1 centimeter yesterday. They told me, we'll be right back. We're gonna send you home. Since you are 30 minutes away from the hospital, you have that option. We don't want to risk it. They're just to leave you here and see what happens. So then they left and they came back a few minutes later. They're like, we're gonna choose to leave you here. Just give us a minute and we'll admit you to your labor room. So I was like, okay. So I went into my labor room. An hour passed by. They checked me again. I was 3 centimeters. That morning I didn't eat, you know, so I was hungry, but I couldn't eat anything. So I got some OJ. They gave me some OJ and I threw that up. I guess my stomach wasn't having it. So shout out to my nurse, by the way. She was the sweetest. She was the best. Women's center, she was the best. I forgot her name, but she did such a good job. Actually, all the nurses, they did such a great job. Shout out to them. She really helped me a lot. So yeah. So then later on they checked me again. Well, I got my IV and everything. Then they came in an hour later to check me again. I was still 3 centimeters. So they're like, I had to get you induced. So I was like, so later on the cramps started coming so hard. I'm like, but no, I'm gonna wait till 6 centimeters, 7 centimeters dilated to see the point where I can take it to get the epidural if I have to. So eventually they came in again. I was 5 centimeters dilated. That was just in span of hours, like minutes, sorry. So I chose to get the epidural because there was a point where I started crying. I'm like, I can't take it no more, please, like I'm gonna die, because the pain was so unbearable. I couldn't. My boyfriend was next to me. I was crying, holding his hand. I was like, I can't take it no more. Like I was like, that was the most pain I've ever taken. It was so bad. And since I had gotten anemia a few weeks back, I had read that there's like more of a risk for something to happen during your labor. So I was really scared for my life. Later on they checked me. I was 5 centimeters dilated. I was like, no, I can't take it no more. I need the epidural right now. But I had to wait because they had to put a liquid inside of me. So I didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't know that. So I had to wait like, I don't know how many more minutes. Yeah, I was out of there. I was dying. I just like wanted it to be over. I'm like, let's do a C-section, like let's get it. But my boyfriend was like, no, you can't do it, you're gonna get it over with. So when all that liquid finished, I got the epidural. So I had to like sit down outside the bed, be very still, and still be managing my contractions at the same time. So the feeling of the epidural, to me, it was like, so this is your back and this is like the epidural or whatever. Well, I didn't see what it was, but it was like they put a string down your spine. It didn't hurt that much. It just felt weird. What's up, you guys? So it's March 12th, 2020. And I'm here giving birth. I'm about to give birth. And yeah, so far I'm like 3 centimeters dilated. That's what they checked me an hour ago. And I just got the epidural, and yeah.
Tell them why you got the epidural.
Oh, why do people get the epidural? Because it hurts.
Tell them that you couldn't.
Anyways, yeah, so I'll keep y'all updated. In a matter of hours, minutes, I don't know. I was 7 centimeters, 9.5 centimeters. So like they're like, we gotta start pushing now. So I started pushing. I pushed for 2 hours. she didn't want to come out. She didn't want to show her little head. So it was just my boyfriend next to me helping me push and the nurse. We tried different methods. What worked for me, she grabbed the rag on one side and I grabbed the other side, and we were playing tug of war. I was pulling and she was pulling on one side, so like I could feel the urge to push, you know, to do force down there. I was pushing so hard, my back hurt. I got like the next day I saw that I got like a bump right here. My vein popped. My chest was hurting. Like it just really hurt a lot. Like every contraction I felt the urge to push. Like I couldn't manage to not push. I was like, there's something coming out of me, like I gotta push. So we pushed for 2 hours, and man, yeah, so let me tell ya. So while I was pushing, the TV was on because I was watching TV. I forgot my epidural, so I didn't get a chance to turn it off when I started pushing. So my boyfriend was grabbing my hand and he was watching TV, and he was talking to the nurse like while I was pushing. And they were having a whole conversation, you guys. They were like, so I was watching Discovery Channel, so it was like alligators on. So they're like, have you ever tasted an alligator? And they're like, no. Have you ate a shark and all that? I was like, really? So I had him turn that off so they could focus on me, you know? So they did that. So I pushed for 2 hours. Like they didn't see the progress till an hour and a half. They saw her hairs. So then a whole team of nurses came in. It was like 5 nurses. So in a matter of like a minute or two, she was out. Like after she came out, I felt so much relief. I didn't feel no pain at all. They put her right on my chest, and then they took her away. She was 6.1 pounds, 19.5 centimeters long. Her name is Aislynisabella, for the ones that were asking. I had her for an hour on skin to skin. I tried giving her breast milk, but she didn't take it, so I had to feed her formula. So after an hour passed, they took her away from me so like they could wash her with a little rag and do all that stuff. So after that, they gave her back an hour. I was in the visiting room. I was like in my back in an hour. She spent the night with us that night. She was such a good baby. Like she didn't cry. Like she didn't make a fuss about nothing. Like she's so calm, you guys. She doesn't cry like so much. Like baby. Hey guys, so it's 10:43 p.m. I had my baby 4 hours ago. There she is. She's sleeping. It was so painful. Like it was so painful. But right now I'm gonna eat and then I'll keep you updated. The next day I was supposed to get released, but the lady hadn't came to get her to give me her birth certificate and all that. So we had to wait till the next day. So that was she was born on 12, so the 14th, it was on a Saturday. So they came in for her hearing. It was good. And then they came in for her birth certificate. So we did that. So later on, we got released. And well, now she's with me. She is now 3 weeks old. I'm gonna be inserting pictures right here. She's so adorable. So yeah, that's my delivery story. It went all so smooth. I would have another one, but in 5 years. I suffered a lot, guys. Like my boyfriend had told me that he's never seen me like this, like in so much pain. So with all this quarantine stuff going on, I have nothing to do. So I'm gonna be doing a video later. I'm gonna be uploading some videos later, like throughout the week. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if y'all like. Thank you so much for the ones keeping up with me. See y'all later.